You gave me 6-year mandate. Now, give me my 6 years and see what I achieve. When you are not happy, when you go to the next election, you will decide what to do. The reason I'm saying this, we have a case study in this country. We know what happened. We wanted the president to go, but we did not know that you're going to affect us. The next thing, we were in refugee camps. Our path to refugee camps is over. We are moving toward prosperity. Let us bear in mind that those little incidences must not take Liberians back to where we came from. Government continues. President Taylor was here, he left, Ellen took it. She left it somewhere, we are taking it. That's why we don't blame any government. We don't say previous government. Government continues. You never had roads, roads were not paved here. We felt that, yes, maybe the time for Her Excellency Ellen Johnson was short. We have to take it from there. When we leave it, someone will take it from there. But without peace and stability, no one can take it from nowhere. Yeah, it's a common example and simple one. You are mandated to host or to organize a local elections. Your elections is not the president prerogative. We don't meld into a constitutional matter. They say community elections. You, the community, have to get together to make sure that the election is free and fair. Because you know, Liberians, they're quick to say, oh, because the president is there, that why that person win. When you will learn to do things on your own. Why are we complaining every day? When you will learn to do something on your own. There's a community election, he said twice, he suspended it for what? For leadership, for power. Why you people, most especially Gibraltarians, why don't you take my example? And all Liberians, why don't you take my example? And you may overlook my behavior, but it can help you in the future. Remember, I launched my revolution in 2005. 2005, I came here as the standard bearer of the Congress for Democratic Change. We went to election, something happened. I led those that believe in me to a peaceful march. Forget it, let us move on. What I did as a leader was to gather our resources like you're doing, Mr. Sheriff, and make sure that all our partisans have small businesses so they can go to the street. After 2005, in 2010, something happened and everyone said George Weah would not be our standard bearer. We went to elections. I was excluded from the elections, but I was there. Imagine something that you put together and the time came, someone tells you, you will not be over it. You know how you feel. But the best thing to do is to do due diligence. If it's this man time that I'm not here today, then let me support him. And this is how I become vice to Winston Tubman, and then I become the campaign manager. And something is very important in what I'm saying, and take that. Forget about the rest I'm saying. Because sometimes people say I said nonsense. But forget about the N-O-N, take the sense. If no sense is at the N-O-N, it becomes nonsense. So you got choice. If you know sense in it, move the N-O-N. If no sense inside, add all together. And the reason I did that because my effort, the effort that I poured, my energy, my vision, I could not allow that vision to die. Because I knew if Winston Tubber was going to become president.
I'm no different. Those that can sell bottle, I sold bottle before. And I'm not making a story when some people come to the podium. You know, I used to live in Yukutan, my mom was suffering. But I'm telling you, hardship, we've been through it. And the reason I'm giving you free education because we struggle to go to free school in our generation. So it's not to bluff. And the reason we are building our roads. Imagine people that stay 12 years come to me on the table and say, I just want to speak to you. You know what you're doing is very good. When I was there, I could not build that airport road. But you're doing very well. But they don't need to talk to me in secret. They need to come to the Liberian people and say, well, we didn't face the road, then they're facing this road. Look around you. I'm proud of Sir Joseph. A young man I met in a refugee camp in Sierra Leone. Sir Joseph, I met in Sierra Leone refugee camp and I brought him to town. For Sir Joseph to perform like this, then you have no choice to give him again another turn. In our struggle, we saw roof. Roof is our own. And you know I'm feminine cheap. So the people of Tony District 1, we need to take Roof and Sir Joseph. Because they will help me to push policy and to pass some bill. Let us do justice to us so we can make our second or 6th year the best one ever in the history so we can leave a legacy. I trust you, most especially the first time voters. I trust all of you. This is not my first time talking to you. I know you'll go to the polling center to vote for the Coalition for Democratic Change. If you look right in my chest, you see how it's going to be. But I want to thank your parents and those that stood tall in the struggle. I remember in 2005, 2004, when the children and parents refused them to go back home. Today, some of them are ministers, some of them are governors, some of them are state mayors. Our parents did not understand the struggle. Even me, my brothers, most of my brothers and sisters went against me because they said, you are successful, what are you going to do in politics? And my only answer to them was, is to serve my people and my country. And this is why I came to politics. The same people that are telling you otherwise, they work with us. Those people work with us. When we brought the matter of Congress of Democratic Change, all of the people that go on the other side, they work with us. And those people, they were not honest with the revolution. So they found themselves on the other side. And they want to take us from power. Our people, this is our time. And this is our movement. This is our generation. This generation protecting our families. Let us join together. Let us work together for a better Liberia. The Liberia we seek is honor the government of George Mane Bakubwe. This is the government that brought a young Samuel Tuer to be the finance minister. The government that did not overlook women, even with a woman president in that government. That government cannot tell me they employ more women than George Weah. So you see, today you get young women working, young men are working. All they tell you, oh, you know, if you bring me back, I will employ 3,000 persons. Are you kidding me? You think the numbers you just call that just it just come from out of the blue? 2,000 workers, they left there in the street. We picked them up. Today, we got doctors that will send for training. When I came, medical doctors were making less than driver. So driver making $1,000, medical worker making $700. I can raise their salary to $2,000. In the middle of COVID, we were performing. I did not make any excuse, simply because they said it's impossible. So when the tough time came, I stood tall. I went to my friends and said, look, I worked for you before. Now today I'm the president of my country. You know me. We are having problems. COVID gave every country problems. In the midst of it, I asked for hospital. You were there the other day on TV. Everybody said, oh, you go to Dubai, you go play football against Jesse. But you see, a symbolic reference, they make fun of it. I played for Al Jazeera in Abu Dhabi, in the UAE. I was a captain. When I go back to the country that I play, I go to meet the prince of that country. He take out the symbolic jersey and said, well, we were a small club, but since you came to us, you make us the biggest club in the UAE. And he gave me that jersey. He gave me the jersey symbolically. And guess what? Because he didn't know what we discussed on the table. All you think I just said what I went for. And you are making mockery. But today you can see the Bapolu Hospital is sitting there. So it's not just the jersey you talk about. The jersey brought Bapolu Hospital. Yes. So these people, they got nothing to say, they got nothing to tell you. Because anything they will say to you, it will be in your interest, in our interest. Because all they will say to you, okay, you pay road, don't put in there again. You pay hospital, don't put in there. You raise salary, don't put in there. So if you move me, what are they coming to do? Yeah, you see, I've never slept for almost 5 years. I came, all my friends go to vacation. I've not went on vacation in the last 5 years. Simply because of our economy, of our country. When I call my friends, say, where are you? Oh, I'm on vacation for 1 month, I'll be back. What about you? You're not going on vacation? No. Because I don't have time for vacation. You understand? I'm running a government and I want to be successful. I've gone to so many vacations during my life when I was a soccer player. You see? So I don't need vacation. We got issues in our country, we got to solve it. And that's why in the 5 years, I never take a vacation. Because I'm serious, I wanted to be successful. Because if I was not going to be successful, all of you are going to be ashamed. Because they're going to say, I will tell you, you know, they told the truth already, I will tell you, they make it do nothing, the footballer, you can do nothing. But that never happened to anybody that served the true living God. I lived my life. I broke everything on me. I broke my leg, I broke my hand, I broke my face, I broke my shoulder, but I still won the Ballon d'Or. You know what? Because I pray to God and I believe in God. When you tell me otherwise, God did not tell you. All I do, I work hard And I know when I work hard, I will be successful. And that's why we are here today. We are here today because we have a success story. I'm telling you, we have a success story. CDC, the coalition, 12 years, the people don't have success story. 12 years. In my life of being president, young children, baby children now, they've been in their own homes. In their life, 12 years. Even the ministers there, they ain't paid nothing. And that's why they're angry. Children are doing pageantry, they've been in their own home. And what the board needs or what comedian there. Flomo there, paying 3-bedroom home upstairs. Can you imagine? It happened in 5 years. Only because he was an agent for the coronavirus. Every day he go outside to promote the corona, he made $100. The man that made $100 built 3-bedroom home upstairs. And they live 12 years in government. They work for 12 years, they pay one single room. And they say they want to come back to power. No, this is a joke. It's a joke. Let us continue this success that meet opportunity. This is our time. Family and friends, first-time voters, if you can't trust nobody, you can trust me, first-time voters. You can trust me. You can trust me. And you're not going to waste your time. And nobody will tell you, first-time voter, that you voted for George Weah, you wasting your time. The generation is the 21st century. I will work with all of you. And trust me, those that are going to school, like I said to you, I said to our people in District 4, we're going to reintroduce the cadet jobs. So when you come from school, you go to work, from work, you go back home. This is what I'm going to do. Don't let anybody fool you. In 2017, they came to you. In 12 years, they create 2,000 jobs, and they come into you and tell you, say, I can create 2,000 jobs. Somebody was agriculture minister before, when I plant rice. As a man are coming to you and say, okay, we will in the agriculture sector. When you are there, I will boom the agriculture sector. How? 40 years in government? Are you kidding me? It's now you want to build agriculture sector. When we are talking to our people, our friends in Dubai, so Liberians can plant their own rice, so they can grow their own food. It's now you want to come? FPRC manager, he did not bring one petrol in this country. Are you kidding me? Our life is not for joke. This is our time. And this time here, we are on the right trajectory to carry the country forward. Let us. You get 6 years, you say, okay, we'll get a message here. Anything happen at 8. We have no performance. Today, we ask for another 6 years. But you see, all the things we have done in our 6 years, when you say, okay, happy, they all 6 years, say, well, just throw away, man. Let's do it to you. Let's see what you do. But we perform. The second 6 years, if we perform in the first 6 years, what do you think we'll do in the second 6 years? So you are the judge. But I say, I trust you, people of Tony. I listen to you. I heard you, I listened to you, and we can move the country forward. You see, I like to talk in simple English, so when I begin, I can hear it too. You understand? So when I begin, I can hear it. You understand? So let me fool you. We are
back as youngsters today, and we listen to the old folks keep telling us the
start telling me I'm live. I can hear myself. I'm live. So I know Pokemon will say no sound. I get it. I got it. We got sound. We have sound. All right. So thank you guys for all the opportunity here, and thank you guys again. My sincere apologies to you guys for coming on very late at this time. There were other obstacles in my way, which I managed to overcome. But thank God I'm here tonight. And I'm here again tomorrow, and we'll be here even after the election day. We'll still be here. But before we get to that election day, before Liberia start to give birth to a new era in our country history, I would like to say welcome to every one of you guys. You are here and you are with me, J. Randy. First time being here, well, welcome to one of the sincere platform here. This platform is where we come to actually give you the truth. Yes, we give you the truth. For 5.5 years, there were times that we criticized George Weah and we criticized George Weah, and we did it, and there's no regret. The thing that is making us to be proud today is because, as someone who's campaigned for George Weah in 2017, we criticized him for doing the right thing. When you listen to what the president just said, those are things that make some of us proud today, because those are things that we were criticizing him for. And of course, when you listen to him, 12 years Booker and Ellen was in power. What did they do for the people of Liberia? Absolutely nothing. So I would say welcome to you guys, and thank you guys so much for joining me here. All right, I want you to see the face. This is the face that many Liberians are afraid of. Yes, this is the face that many Liberians are afraid of, because this face here is not going to shy away from anyone at all. All right. So welcome to the show, and let's try to speed the thing up. All right, let's try to speed the thing up. We got a lot of good things there for you guys. We got a lot of historical things there for you guys here tonight. Yes, a lot of historical things. That's what we have here for you guys. Yes. We got a lot of historical things here for you guys. We do have a lot of historical things here for you guys. I was just checking my audio to make sure that I'm live. So guys, if you're just watching for the first time, please try to put little thing into our cash app here. The information we're giving you guys here is so important, not just for the election, but for your own learning experience. As someone who believes in academics, as someone who believes in the truth, I don't come here to make fool of anybody. I'm always here to make sure that I provide the truth to you guys. Unlike other people who just lie to you guys, my role here is to expose them. My role here is to educate you. My role here is to fill in the gap that have been missing. Is to meet the need of things you don't understand. And one of the ways that we can move forward is by you supporting us. We got our cash out right down here. So please do the best you can. I have gone on so many platforms. There's nothing since Mr. Weah became president up to current that I can say to myself that I learned from some of these platforms other than just creating emotional reaction into the people's minds and not intellectual reaction. On the platform, we give you a lot of information. I can bet you, if I take a week of the platform called Facebook, many of you guys will be coming after me. Oh, J. Randy, we can't see you. J. Randy, we can't do this. And the reason many of you guys will be coming is because the information that we provide on the platform, they are nothing but the best. Tonight, we are here again to present to you another reason why Joseph Booker is not in any shape or form to be president of this country called Liberia. You can deny it today, you can deny it tomorrow. I'm making my part of history here. I'm not going to go back to Liberia to become a child. I'm not going to go back to Liberia to be an 18-year-old, 20-year-old, 30 years old. I'm not going to go back there. I'm going to be letting the people back there. And that's what I'm keep saying, and I keep asking you guys, you need to call your relatives then back home to vote for George Weah. A vote for Booker is to take the country behind. Put down your emotion and give that man another 6 years. If he doesn't do anything, give the country to anybody else. But for what this man is doing, and of all the criticism I have done to George Weah, how many times I never come here to say, let George Weah call me? He never called me. He never called me, right? How many times have you ever seen any minister come here on my show here? Never. But I remain resolute. I remain committed to criticizing George Weah, as long as well as the opposition. But from what I have seen after all the criticism, I'm calling on you to support him. The reason here is my criticism will not stop. My criticism will not stop. I will get him on his feet to do stuff. I love to see him now calling me because it gave me the opportunity to blast on him, to blast on him, to blast on him. But I can't do that to Joe Booker. I can't do that to Cummings. I went to Cummings. Why do you think I went to Cummings? I wanted to campaign against George Weah. But the thing that I saw in the comments camp, it kind of remind me of people say, you know what, it's better to be with the devil you know than the angel you are not seeing. Because the guided principle that I took to the comments camp, they could not even meet me on the road or halfway. And I look at it, I like, these guys, they cannot take criticism, they're not willing to be open up. This is the wrong turn that I took. And I came right back here. I have not been to Liberia for a very long time. I don't know whether I'll be able to go back to Liberia. But what I want you guys to understand tonight, the few days that I left for election, my recommendation, my suggestion is to support Josh Weah. Give me that 6 years. But when you give me that 6 years, don't sit down and put your hands down. This time around, be like me. Be like citizen of America, resident in America here. Challenge everything he says. Challenge everything he says. If he doesn't do it, put people on the street and put a protest. And say, we supported you to give you second round for this, not for that. If he does not make his record straight, this 12 year he won, it could become bad in the future. By you holding your feet to the fire. Because that is your constitutional right. He is the only person that I see that can take criticism and make a judgment. His leadership is not for him, but it's for the people of Liberia. When you look at the landscape that may have changed to what Ellen and Joe Boga did not do for 12 years, I don't know what I can say, but you're giving the second chance. This platform, it always comes out to be the best. There are a lot of things we have said on the platform that came to reality. The other criminal, the called Stanton Witherspoon, we told you guys that man was not correct. And right now, he is counting days toward the election, but at the same time, he counting days toward what that judge going to tell him on November the 2nd. So he got two problems, but the second one is the big one for him. His freedom is about to be seized. Right now, his freedom is in temporary hold. When he goes to see that judge, and they gave him any down to serve in jail, his freedom is done. His freedom is done. We said it on the platform, and some of you guys saw my video, and what we reviewed that time, it came to light. You know what I feel proud of myself? That I don't scoop low or bend over to anybody. I criticized Josh Weah so many times because I wanted him to do better. Now with the little achievement he has gotten, just within that 5.5 years, one more when you gain another 6 years, he's going to add more and more to that little. He has now understood where the challenges are since 1847. And he knows exactly what to do next. The man who had won the first half, he had defeated Ellen 12 years within 5.5 years. Gave me another 6 years. You're going to see the difference. People often talk about it. The southeastern part is bad off. I'm going to tell you why Stanton Witherspoon was born on the day Satan got married. Yes, I'm going to show you guys on the day when Satan got married to lies, that when Stanton Witherspoon was born. Some of you guys sit down here, you don't even know some history about your own country. Somebody come and tell you, oh, look at the road, the road. Y'all come to see history today. And that's why I'm asking you to contribute. Y'all come to see history. For me, I don't just talk like this. I don't just talk. I'm going to give you facts. Like I said, this election is not about campaigning for Josh Weah or other people lying to you to get a leader elected. This campaign is to educate you on things that you never knew about. That's what the campaign is all about. Don't take my word for it. But I will say this. Joseph Boyka want to take Liberia behind. There is no different about this. Joseph Boyka want to take Liberia behind. A man who look at someone like Prince Johnson, a man who killed a sitting president, a man who sat on a platform through some type of hearing, who admitted to what he did by killing a sitting president, by killing a woman. I mean, imagine you standing or sitting before Prince Johnson in the case of Grady Allison's wife, and that man is looking at you in the face and telling you this is your last day. Put yourself in that shoe. Walter Allison, Prince Johnson called that woman. Oftentimes people will say, let's leave the woman and the children alone. That man called that woman. You're seeing the video and look in that woman's face and order his people to kill that woman. Whenever you see that video and when you see Prince Johnson, it reminds you of what the man has done to the country. And this is the man that Liberians who support Joe Boyka believe is the right person that Joe Boyka support. I mean, that's supposed to work with Joe Boyka. Are you kidding me? Something fundamentally wrong. Something fundamentally wrong. Something fundamentally is wrong. Something fundamentally is wrong. When you see Prince Johnson, do you see a future for Liberia, or do you think about the worst days? There are certain people that when you see in Liberia, it gave you hope about a better future ahead. There are other people when you see in Liberia, it reminds you of the past. Even early that participated in a war did not get credence to people who, when you see that would make you to think about Liberia in the past, Ellen did not support that. Even though Ellen was part of the freaking war, she did not bring people in our faces to make us to think about the bad days or the dark days. Una Joe Boyka is not doing that today. Una Joe Boyka is doing that today. Even if Foden Sankoh were going to be alive today, Joe Boyka are going to bring Foden Sankoh from Sierra Leone to come and support him in this campaign. We don't want that. And that is the darkest side of Joe Boyka. There are 3 reasons why Joe Boyka will not be president in our country. Let's go through the 3 reasons. We are not here to just give you information that we believe are things that you're not aware of or you don't understand. Let's go to why Joe Boyka cannot and will not be president in our country. Reason number 1. Reason number 1. This is Joe Boyka right here, folks. This is Joseph Boyka right here. Joseph Boyka started his political career in 1973, as you can see right there. In 1973, what position was he in charge of? Or what position he held? Joseph Boyka was resident manager of LPMC. The reason I continue to repeat this thing is for you to get to know who Joe Boyka is. In 1973, Joe Boyka served as resident manager for LPMC. What did he do there? What did he do? I'm asking you guys. What did he do that he can tell you today? Nothing. But you that are out there right now, in this country, wherever you are, Liberia, whatever job somebody gave you and you spend 3 years on that job or 7 years on that job like Joe Barker, how many months or year you spend on a job, when somebody asks you, you will say, you know what, when I'm on that job, this is what I did, this is what I did. But men like Joe Barker cannot come out to tell you guys what program, what success, and how it changed the people's lives when he was resident manager of LPMC. LPMC means the Liberia Produce Marketing Corporation. Liberians that were producing food, what opportunity that Joe Barker provided to them that gave them economic opportunities? What opportunity did he provide that he can talk about today to tell people, say, look, when I was here, this is what I did, this is what I did, and here are the result. How many people have you seen that have come out to tell you about what Joe Barker did for them in the 70s? Nothing. Samuel Kanyando turned around and gave Joe Barker a promotion. Let's go back to our map here again, our flow here. From 1980 to 1982, Joe Barker left the position of resident manager to what? To managing director. Doe gave him a promotion when Doe took office or Doe overthrew Turbo. That was a promotion in itself. But when you ask Joe Barker to tell you why Doe fired him, what does he tell you? For political reason. But to show that Joe Barker is a very dishonest man, if you were a manager and somebody make you to be a managing director, don't you see that as a promotion? Of course, it is a promotion, right? When last have you heard Barker telling any journalist, yes, Doe promoted me, and I was proud of what I did? No. Two reasons. Because number one, Joe Barker is very dishonest. Number two, Joe Barker did nothing in a role. That the first promotion Doe gave him. Let's go back again. We are still on the number one reason why Joe Barker cannot be president of that country. We are still on the number one reason, but we are giving you more detail of why Joe Barker is not fit to be president of that country. Let's go back again. Some of you guys here have gotten promotion. Why you think you got promotion? Because you did excellent well. Your performance really exceeds the people's expectation of that. Oh, they guy deserve a promotion. And some of you guys got a promotion today. And you can brag about it because that's your sweat and blood and everything you put into it. Joe Barker got that promotion from resident manager to managing director. But today he don't say anything positive about Doe. When you hear him, you say Doe fired for political reason. But here's another thing that Doe did for him too. Doe in 1983 took Joe Barker from LPMC and made him Minister of Agriculture under Samuel Kanyando. When Joe Barker talk about agriculture, what does he really tell you? Because at that time, the Ministry of Agriculture was the number one ministry that Doe was pumping money into, because Samuel Kanyando believed that going back to the soil, his version was Green Revolution. And you know what Doe did that time? Doe had maintained the Agriculture Cooperative Development Bank. The farmers that were in Liberia back then, they had their own bank that they could have gone to borrow money. Doe were pumping money into that bank. Any farmer from anywhere in Liberia will go to that bank to borrow money to buy their digger, to buy their shovel. Joseph Barker was in charge of that bank as part of his responsibility. And the name of that bank was ACDB. All right? They used to call it what? The cooperative, not ACDB. It was called the cooperative, that is Agriculture Cooperative Development Bank. Yeah, that was ACDB. My bad. It's been a while now. ACDB. All right? Agriculture Cooperative Development Bank. The ACDB. That name used to ring all the time. There used to be a guy they used to call Steve McConnell. He used to have a program on ERBC they call Around the Nation in 60 Minutes with Steve McConnell. By that time, some of us used to go to afternoon school. We used to be listening to the radio. Steve Makuno will go report from all around the 9 counties during Samuel Kanyando time. And he always would talk about the ACDB, the ACDB. That name stuck in my ear today like I learned it from yesterday. Folks, you are listening and you are looking at somebody who has Liberia history in here. If you make that mistake to put Joe Boca over there, you see how Joe Boca, how old he is, and there's nothing that Joe Boca can show to you guys. That is the man you want to put your children, your grandchildren, even some of you guys future into their hands. I'm not talking about people in America here. These guys that are in America that are supporting Joe Boca, most of them cannot compete here. They are society dropout. They are failure, most of them. So I'm not even here to talk about anybody in America here who's supporting Joe Boca. You and I live here. Those of you that live in Europe, you know what Europe people offering to you guys that you're making use of. Those who live in America and see Liberians who supporting Joe Boca, we already know that most of them are losers here. So I'm not going to make any emphasis on them, but tell you exactly what I'm telling you right now, that most of them are society dropout. They cannot compete. So for me, I don't have any time to listen to those guys in America that support Joe Boca. Nothing. My concern has to do with the people back home. Do not allow your children's future. Do not allow yourself future to be put into the hand. By you even supporting Joe Boca, you are even defeating your blessing that God gave you. Why? Because this man has no successful story. He has no tangible performance record to show to you what he has done. So the Agricultural Cooperative Development Bank, the ACDB, Joe Boca did nothing to improve the life of farmers during the day of Samuel Kanyando. On that same thing, they had CARI, the Center for Research Institute. CARI, Center for Agricultural Research Institute, CARI. CARI. It was at Cottington. It's still there today. Doe wanted for that time of Doe administration, he wanted for agriculturalists, scientists to start to look at ways to expand our food growth activities in the country. So the Center for Agricultural Research Institute, CARI, Joe Boca as Minister of Agriculture were over that institution. What can you say, those of you that live in Banga, about CARI when Boca was there? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I'm giving you real facts here, folks. I am giving you facts. I have all the documentation here. Like I said, I have criticized George Weah, and you think I'm going to start criticizing George Weah? I will never stop criticizing George Weah until George Weah leaves public service. But the reality here is, whenever I criticize him, he tends to listen, and I know that when he's doing the right thing. What you see today as George Weah's success is not based on people who worship him. Those are all who criticize George Weah here and still support him today. He is hot. He's thankful to us. Many of you guys that saw me criticizing George Weah, you know I was criticizing for the right thing, right? And today when I come back and say, look, he is the man that you need to put in there. Nobody giving me no money here, folks. Nobody. When like you ever saw the guy coming to me here? Nobody. They all afraid to come here. But when the water meet the bridge, I want to make sure that those that are walking over that bridge to not fall in that water. And that's why I'm here today. I have gone through 5.5 years criticizing George Weah. And I know what I have seen him achieve. And I'm saying to myself, J. Randy, your criticism was not in vain. And that's why I'm here to tell you guys. Joe Boca had many opportunities in our country, brothers and sisters. You see, the president of the African Development Bank. Let me repeat myself again. I'm not talking about the Agricultural Development Bank, but the African Development Bank that is headquartered in the Ivory Coast. Just forgot a young man's name. He was the Agriculture Minister under Goodluck Jonathan, President of Nigeria, one of the presidents of Nigeria. The mobile money today and the way farmers are improving their quality of life in Nigeria, that guy as agriculture minister, he improved the farmer opportunity in Nigeria. When he took on that position as the new African Development Bank, he told his story. He told his story, and we talk about that here in 2017 during our campaign for George Weah. He told his story. He told his story. How he transformed the Nigerian marketing women in our country and men. He told that story. And based on that record, whenever you hear about mobile money, he was the brain behind that. Joe Boyka cannot tell you one story about what he did within the agriculture sector. But that's the man that Liberian behind. This is the man that Liberian some of them behind. These people that are behind Joe Boyka, they got no vision. They got no future. They got no plan. But just to go and steal. That's what they're all about. Somebody got to live in America here. Somebody got to live in America here, brothers and sisters. What successful story have you heard them talking about here? When they even sit down to criticize George Weah, what are they saying that Joe Boyka has done in the past that Joe Boyka will do in the present? You see, there are three stages in everybody's life. Your past life, your present life, and your future life. That also go for your career. Your past career, your present career, and your future career. Combine both of those things, Joe Boyka past career, 0. His present life career, 0. There is no future for Joe Boyka. That is why he want to take Liberia behind. Joe Boyka age from the past, nothing he achieved as a young man. As a middle-aged man in the present, in the past, nothing. As a man who looking to the future now, absolutely nothing. So Joe Boyka is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's go back to this thing here again and let's take a good look at it. This is Joe Boyka here. Joe Boyka in 1992 was given another managing director position at LPMC. LPRC. Nothing again Joseph Boyka can tell you that he did for Amos Sawyer as managing director of LPRC. No plan, nothing. But you know what he tell you again? The same way he said don't fire him for political reason, but he did not tell you that don't promoted him twice from resident manager to managing director, and then from managing director to agriculture minister. The same way he cannot tell you that don't promoted him, but the only thing he got to tell you is don't fire him for political reason. Joe Boyka told the Liberian people that Amos Sawyer fired him because of some people influence on Amos Sawyer. That's who Joe Boyka is. Let's get to the second phase of why Joe Boyka is not competent to be president. All right? Let's get back to the second phase here. All right? Let's get back to the second phase here. Joe Boyka served as the 29th vice president of Liberia. For those of you that don't know what I explained up to present, well, many of you guys will remember what you are looking at right now, because you will know that the reason they call him former vice president is because he served with Ellen from 2006 to 2018. But what did he tell you guys that Ellen did to him? Let's go back here and look at some things there. He lied to you guys and said he was a race car but parked in the garage. That was not true. Joseph Boyka did not tell you guys the truth. He lied to you people. Because you know what? A continuation of Joseph Boyka activities in public service has to do with serving as vice president to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for 12 years. And what did he do? Joseph Boyka, as vice president under Ellen, provided what? Presided over the plenary section of the Liberian Senate. 2 days in each week. 2 days in each week for the last 12 years. Now, what can Joe Boyka tell you that he and Ellen did when it comes to their legislative agenda? You see the Speaker of the United States that was austere a few days. the Speaker of the United States Congress, Kevin McCarthy. What happened to him in a few days? The Republicans said, my man, we're not saying you will just be signing any kind of book of deal. They got him out of there quick. Joseph Boca sat over there for 12 years, and he and Ellen signed all the bogus deal. And Liberian people sat over there. And that is why when Joseph Boca come to campaign, he got nothing to say. Because all the wrong deal that affected Liberians and will affect Liberians in the future, Joseph Boca was approving those things. Let me progress. The second paragraph, it also tells you what Joseph Boca, aside from providing oversight or presiding over the plenary sections, Joseph Boca also provided supervisory function over what? Other agencies, including the Liberia National Lotteries, the Liberia Marketing Association, the Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment, and the National Commission on Disarmament and Demobilization. Joe Boca talking about people getting drugs. Joe Boca will say the children are using drugs, but Joe Boca cannot tell you what he did for the children, because as you listen to Denzel Washington, he said that most of the children were drugged to participate in the war. If Joe Boca truly implemented to the fullest and to the end, that saw how the children were being disarmed, because they were going to tell their story. And somebody was going to say, we took drugs, were infected with drug. Joe Boca cannot tell you that because he did not do nothing in that role. Based on the poor performance of Joe Boca, not only is he not qualified to be president of Liberia, Ellie knew that the responsibility that Joe Boca had, he could not perform. He could not perform. That's why she did not support him. So as far as Joe Boca being able to transfer his experience from one job to another, he failed completely in that process. He failed. So administratively, the qualification of Joe Boca to be able to perform on another job, his past performance is in no way equivalent to any future performance. So administratively, Joe Boca is completely incompetent. So the 45 years plus the 12 years, all those years are nothing but what? Total waste. His past experience cannot match up to his present experience because he got nothing. So then what future does he have? So Joe Boca past experience plus his present experience equal nothing in the future. So as far as the leadership goes, you know all the positions he served, right? But he is not able to give you any account of what he managed to achieve. You're not the one that describing Joe Boca. He made you to describe him. He making you to define him. Because he has said nothing to you that will make you to believe that he's able to lead. Let's come to the second part. Joe Boca decided to bring people around him in his circle that are very dangerous and living with nasty character. Nasty character or nasty characteristic of people that he got around him today. When you look at the people around Joe Boca, what type of good character do you see around Joe Boca? Let's look at some of them here, for example. All right? Let's look at some of them here, for example. Let's start the ball rolling here. Number one man that he got around him is the crook. This crook they call Stanton Witherspoon. That criminal. That is the man he got behind him. That criminal. So let's look at the criminal now. Joe Boca will not be president of that country because he has surrounded himself with criminal and people of nasty record. Let's look at one of them here. Listen to this other episode of Stanton embarrassing us again.
The hard clinical and coursework required to get licenses and jobs.
Another suspect that caught our eye is businessman Stanton Witherspoon, the CEO of a popular media company in Liberia. He was part owner of Siena College, where court documents reveal that he and his co-conspirators, quote, solicited and recruited people seeking nursing credentials and employment as an RN or LPN, and sent and caused others to send, via wire communications, information used to create false and fraudulent transcripts and diplomas from Siena College.
The chief motivation.
What happened? That's my question.
You listen to that criminal. You listen to that criminal man who's supporting supporting Booker today. You know why he didn't go to Cummings? He did not go to Cummings because Cummings know in America, yeah, his record is fucked up. And Cummings know by associating himself with that guy, he might be fucked up too. Cummings is short, he's not popular, but he's not stupid. Cummings did not associate himself with Prince Johnson because he know the American had already sanctioned Prince Johnson, and he clearly understood when the Americans said, we will now support anybody that will be engaged in doing business with people that we sanction. And that is why Prince Johnson and Cummings cannot see eye to eye. Not at all. Not at all. But before you judge Weah and McGill, let me make it clear for you. Ellen Johnson said he supported Prince Johnson. She went to his, Prince Johnson partnered with Ellen Johnson said he. Ellen Johnson said he went to Nima to campaign. Prince Johnson was only there. Prince Johnson did not go around the country to campaign for Mr. Johnson. Before Mr. Johnson got sanctioned, he and Weah, they were seen campaigning together. The moment he got sanctioned, Mr. Weah told him, say, I cannot work with you. I can come to your country to support you, but you cannot support my campaign. Same thing with Nathaniel McGill. Since Mr. Weah was seen in Margibi County with Nathaniel McGill, he had never been seen again. Yeah, recently he was in the southeastern part of the country. Did you see McGill there? No. All politics are local. Prince Johnson served as senator for 9 years. The U.S. government did not have any issue with that. The moment he was placed on the Armed Service Committee, the U.S. said no. The committee you're putting the guy on, it will give him the function to be able to interact with people overseas. We don't accept it. Prince Johnson was denied that position. The U.S. had no issue with that. So when it comes to McGill, Weah, Prince Johnson, that is the clarity there. Now, Joseph Kereku, a.k.a. Alexander Cummings, the reason he's not interacting with Prince Johnson has been sanctioned. He can't go to him right now. Number two, he cannot take no candidate from Prince Johnson. When you look at Joseph Booker, you and I are living in America here. Y'all know what Stanton Witherspoon has done. Let me bring something up quickly here before we get into that, all right? Let me bring something quickly here for you guys before we get into that detail. Remember, we're on the second reason why Joe Booker will not be president of Liberia. Let's go here. On September the 28th, what happened on September the 28th? What do you see here? September the 28th, right here. Thursday, September the 28th. What happened on that day? Fraudulent nursing diploma scheme leads to federal conviction. Let's go down the horn here. All right? Who do you see here? Who do you see here? The criminal that Liberians around America, some of them, some Liberians, this criminal, remember, this is a federal case. All right? Federal case. And they call it federal conviction. This Stanton Witherspoon man is a criminal. What did it say here? Defendant associated with fraudulent nursing diploma and transcript from Siena College. Stanton Witherspoon of Bradenton County, New Jersey, pled guilty on August the 24th, 2023 to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. This is the case number here. Witherspoon is scheduled to be sentenced on the 2nd of November. This is the man that Liberian and Joe Boca think that is going to make Liberia better? Really? I mean, come on, man, guys. Let's be honest here, man. Even if you don't like George Weah, you want to tell me as a black man in this country, a man who struggle every day to make yourself to look proud. When you live in your community, people look at you and start to stereotype you. You say, no, I will do everything possible to prove to my neighbor, to prove to my co-worker, to prove to people I interact with in a community or on the street that I am not who they think I am. Some of these people get in mind to go and sit on a criminal platform. You guys are doing injustice to some of our people who are working hard in this country here. Y'all seen the America over there? And none of the guys on the different platform are even informing the people back home. The man himself called Stanton, he has not even come out to tell the people who he is now in America here. But that's the man that Joe Boca brought on his side today. The U.S. envoy that came out a few days and spoke. You think he hasn't been briefed that Stanton Witherspoon, a criminal in America, is having influence on the election? All it takes is for that man to pick up that phone call and call back to America here and say, that guy, that criminal, I hope when he gets to the court, you will find a way to keep him down. I will not be surprised. But this is the man that Joe Boca got around him. So what integrity does he have right now, Joe Boca? When you look at God, the Robert Pallet, a man who took a whole private part and decided to show it to young girls. That's the man that behind Joe Boca today. Same thing with Mo Ali. Then, of course, when you look at Prince Johnson, General Born Naked, when you look at those guys, what do you see in them? What do you see in them when you look at those guys? Nothing but bad memory. And those are the people that Joe Boca got around him. Those are the people that Joe Boca got around him. And now when you listen to Joe Boca, and that is the third reason that he will not be elected. Let's get to that third reason. This man claimed to be in power for 45 years. There is nothing he has said within the last 10 weeks of this campaign season to convince one or two Liberians. You know that Joe Boca had not been able to convince any Liberian other than the people that are supporting him, who have already been converted to supporting him. Nobody. And what did he do? Joe Boca came in Lac Bicano, or between Bicano and Riverses, and made this comment.
That's why you have to protect it. If you think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? A politician who claimed to have 45-year experience making those kind of threatening remarks. I mean, imagine, guys, many of you guys here, sometimes some of you guys call me or you call your friends. When last have you ever heard any conversation from some intelligent Liberian that say, you know what, we have to go back to war or the country will end? No, Liberians who went through the war don't believe in those kind of thing. Only Joe Boca believes in those things. Charles Walker Bronsky in 2017 decided to challenge the election result. He did not come to tell us on that day that the election is unfair, so we're going to war. He said, no, I'm going to the court. and he supported Joe Walker, and Joe Walker supported him. They went to the court. Unfortunately for them, you know the rest of the story. Joe Walker today by himself in the presence of many Liberians. You just heard what he just said. His choice of words. But don't believe that. It's not his choice of words. That was a deliberate message that was sent to him by Prince Johnson. Because Prince Johnson always said on many occasions, if George Weah became president, there will be war. There will be war. Today, Prince Johnson supporting Joe Walker. Do you think it was by mistake that Joe Walker said if the election will be rigged, there will be no Liberia? But let me remind Joe Walker that a lot of things were happening in 2000, from 1989 to 2005. And after that, when Mr. Weah came and helped to bring peace to the country, the American came and decided to help us. And they are still here today to help us. And after Joe Walker made that comment, what do you think happened next? When Joe Walker made that comment, what do you think happened next, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me, what do you guys think happened next? Did you see people in the street today? Let the garden right here. Let's bring the garden up. Let's bring the garden up so you can see them. Let's bring them up. Let's bring the guy up so you can see them. Because of that comment that Joe Walker made, those people decided to act upon Joe Walker's comment. And hear it for yourself, folks. Hear it for yourself.
The chairperson of the 800 militant in Weah.
You said the chairperson of what?
The 800 militant.
When you say 800 militants in Weah, tell us a bit about this group.
From the Unity Party.
You are militants for the Unity Party.
Of course.
What is your work? What do you do? What exactly are you involved with?
Well, we just formed this group as militant, and let me just tell you, is to protect our parents, also protect the party.
You hear that? And how you think this, I don't know what the name, military or what, why you think it came out? Because Joseph Walker is the one who set the tune. Listen to Joseph Walker.
That's why you have to protect it. If they think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? The men have driven fear into almost every Liberian. Today I have people calling my family them. They're telling me that someone is ready to pack their load to go. Because of Joe Walker fear. That man is not president yet. People have already died in Lofa County for his own tribe. He's not yet president. People have died already. That's how dangerous this man is. He wants to take the country back. It is not coming from Tewo Gongolo. It's not coming from Cummings. Even the Ben Ayue man, old hair in the game, is not coming from him. But it's coming from someone like Joe Walker. It is coming from someone like Joe Walker. He got criminal behind him. And he got the other guy they call Prince Johnson. And then, of course, the famous General Butt Naked. These are the people that are behind Joe Walker. And when Joe Walker made a comment, let's listen to him.
And that's why you have to protect it. If they think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
And that is why these people came in. Enough is enough. When he made that comment, this guy came in. And they told him, said, you have to fly down there. That old man is getting out of hand. We know he associated himself with a criminal from America. We know he associated himself with another killer called Prince Johnson, and a former killer called General Boneke. But the statement he's making now, he is already starting to incite people. And then when that young man got killed by a supporter of Joe Boca, that's when the guy came in now to say, you know what, Liberian, let's try to set some record straight here. Listen to this man here.
For just over a year now. I'm very happy to be here, especially at such an important time for the people of Liberia as you approach your national elections. I've had an energizing series of meetings so far with important stakeholders in this election over the past 2 days. And I'm here representing the Department of State and the U.S. government's desire for Liberia to have free, fair, and peaceful elections. We're committed to supporting Liberia's democratic process. I'm coming to you after attending the United Nations General Assembly last week in New York. And I would like to acknowledge President Weah for his remarks when he stood on a global stage and pledged his government's commitment to ensure, quote, a free, fair, transparent, peaceful, inclusive, and credible elections, end quote. He went on to say that, quote, as a strong believer in democracy, let me reiterate my call for the respect of constitutional governance and respect for the will of the people, end quote. The U.S. government fully supports.
You hear that? The man is giving enough proof that he was at the UN General Assembly. He listened to George Weah, and he even quoted exactly what George Weah said, because the transcript from every president will be shared. And he flew from here and went to Liberia and reiterated that with a quotation, because he believed and he knows that the very UN that George Weah spoke to in 2003, he worked with them to bring peace to Liberia. The peace that Joe Boca had already enjoyed for 12 years. And now Joe Boca want to come back to destroy that peace. So the guy is coming to set the tone. And he said, George Weah is not a troublemaker. He may not be your guy. He may not be somebody that you like. But I'm telling you that this is what he said. And we believe in, and the U.S. government support him. Let's listen to more of the thing he said.
Support this commitment, and we continue to urge political leaders and parties in Liberia to keep their pledge to a non-violent electoral process.
You hear that? And they also encouraging political leaders to a non-violent approach. You see, that guy was speaking specifically to Joe Boca about the violence that he had launched in Liberia. But because he is a diplomat, he don't want to be so specific, direct. Because Joe Boca saying that if the election is rigged, there will be no more Liberia. Joe Boca put himself in what the legal man will call a direct object that created an actionable offense. That's what he did. He identified the problem and he decided to come up with what? An actionable revenge. And that is, there will be no more Liberia. And that's how these guys were taking on rocks, stakes, to help kill that guy because of Joe Boca. You see, my fellow Liberians, these are the three important reasons why Joe Boca will not be president. Let's summarize it. Number one, Joe Boca will not be president of Liberia because he is very much incompetent. He's not smart. He's a dull man. All the positions he served, whether that individual role or in collaboration with Ellen, he cannot defend none of those roles because he performed poorly in the role. That's number one. Number two, Joe Boca decided to bring people around him that are criminals, and we provided that information to you guys here, right here. You saw it, Stanton Witherspoon. Those other two guys in person of Johnson, Prince Johnson, and General Boneke, Joshua Blahi. Those guys, by you looking at them, they're taking you back. They're giving you flashback. They're giving you bad memory. Those are the people that are in the circle of Joe Boca. And the third reason here is Joe Boca want to incite violence into the young people that have already been destroyed In fact, he started it already when he made that comment that if the election will be rigged, there will be no more Liberia. And that prompted the US to come in and say, look, we spend too much money here with our partners. If you cannot defeat George Weah, don't make no kind of remark here, my friend. And you think the US don't know that Prince Johnson is supporting Joe Walker to control him? You think the US cannot understand that in 2017, Joe Walker never said if there's election rigging, there will be no war? There will be no more Liberia? They know that Joe Walker never said that in 2017. But Joe Walker is saying it today because he got someone who has said it many times, Prince Johnson. And the US know that Prince Johnson is a very dangerous person. And by him working with Joe Walker himself too had disrespected the US. Because the US said, anyone who has been sanctioned, if you do business with them, you are not going to be our friend. Joe Walker allowed Prince Johnson to sit down with him across the table, having conversation. And in the end, Prince Johnson is telling the world and Liberians, I gave Jeremiah Kuhn to Joe Walker to be his vice president. That is a direct inference over Joe Walker. And the US is not going to allow Joe Walker to work in that kind of fashion to create any opportunity for Prince Johnson to come back to power. So, based on those three things, Joe Walker will not be president of Liberia. This is my third night or my third time saying this. Joseph Walker will not be president of Liberia anytime soon. So guys, now let us move, all right? Let us move to the next phase of this conversation. I want you to listen to this thing here, all right? I want you to listen to this.
Fighting for our future, which even for the same 1845.
Oh, you don't say that to be known if you know. When you owe, you owe. Until you get going on the ground.
Yeah, you need the rest.
The second problem now will work out. The squander opportunity for the past 12 years. My people, for the past 12 years.
You need the rest. Boy, Asian.
And let all the workers all because the political people say workers do this, workers do that. But look at the level of burden you.
You need the rest.
He should be retired by now. He should be retired by now. His age is not, I will tell you for sure, for his age, he will be controlled by people who are pushing him to become the standard bearer of the sick people.
Gentlemen, we have said this thing, we have played this video over and over. And as I always say, we will win all the time. This gentleman, he is a godsend. I'm not trying to ignore all the other guys who added their 2 cents to the video. But this guy, for me, he is the king of what we have been saying here all the time. The last time Joseph Walker came out, we took it for fun, right? Let's watch this here.
Visit.
I shall 5 minutes review between the standard bearer and the press. And at the end of the standard bearer's speech or interaction, there will be 3 questions from the press. Thank you, Mr. President.
So you will imagine that after the lady had introduced Joe Walker about his trip to Burma, that the immediate turning of, what I'm looking for, immediately after the girl informed the press that Joe Walker will come and give you a summary and will only take 3 questions. You will imagine that right after she turned the floor over to Joe Joe Walker as a 45-year public servant, Joe Walker as a former VP, Joe Walker who claimed to have vast experience, that right there he will start to speak. You will imagine, or your expectation will be that, right? You are wrong. Listen to him right here. Listen to him right here.
And again, it is about the trip, sir, your impression and what you think that Nigerian people need to know about the No, not statement, sir. So what is it? You're just giving them your impression about the trip, and then they ask you a few questions. Let the first question go.
Can you imagine that? This is the man that people are all on Facebook. We agree. We agree. This old man is fucked up. Let's just be clear. This old man is mentally fucked up. He is physically fucked up. He is not anything. You and I listen to that girl, and you think that that's the end? You joking. You joking. If you think that is the end, you joking. You are absolutely what? Joking. Because there's a new video that just surfaced today. Watch this one here.
About the election and peace. So thank you for coming. Distinguished Senator, the press.
Welcome, Mr. Former Vice President.
Thank you. I'm not even supposed to.
Yeah, more or less just a short statement about the statement about peace. The statement about peace and election because we put
Look, that country is fucked up. That country is fucked up. Which one of you right now did not hear what Robert Pade said? Now you believe what we say here, that the old man is medically incompetent, incapacitated. Now you believe us on the platform that when we say Joe Walker, all the position he served through, he is not able to transfer his skills. Now you believe it? I guess some of you guys believe it, right? Who is the guy? He a guy who got few people watching him. Who is he? You are going to put yourself in a situation that Satan, the devil himself, will tell you, say, I cannot rescue you. This old man is mentally dull. He is mentally dull. This man is mentally dull. Joseph Walker is mentally dull. There is nothing left for Joe Walker. Right now, look at his face. Look at his face. When the paper battery finish, it finish. Look at his face. Let's go back again. He is so embarrassed. The man battery, Joseph Walker cannot survive on his own. You see the embarrassment on his face? These are the, you see the, now you see the reason why they always posting all these fake pictures about Joe Walker. This young man was absolutely correct. Let's take a break from Joe Walker. Let's bring the young man back in here. This young man was absolutely correct.
But look at the lack of Badana Jure.
The rest. He should be retired by now. He should be retired by now.
Listen to the young man. And then you really get to understand what he said. And you're going to see the application. The application of what the young man said. Let's listen to him.
His age is not, I will tell you for sure, for his age, he will be controlled by people who are pushing him to become the standard bearer of the sick people.
You hear that? You hear that? Let's start with Mo Ali first. Because these are the immediate people that are behind him. Watch.
Short interaction, 5 minutes review between the standard bearer and the press. And at the end of the standard bearer speech interaction, there will be 3 questions from the press. Thank you, Mr. President.
And again, it is about the trip, sir, your impression and what you think Nigerian people need to know about the rest. No, not statement. So what is it? You're just giving them your impression about the trip, and then they ask you a few questions.
That is the man that Liberian believe. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, man. Where is your sense of pride? This old man is messed up. But that guy was right. He will be controlled by people. The papa is fucked up. I said it so many times here. We will ask Joe Barker for a medical record. The reason Joseph Barker doesn't want to show you a medical record, because I believe that there is something in this man's medical history that supposed to let us know that he's not physically fit, he's not mentally capable to perform the office of the president. Even though he tried to hide these things, it is still showing that we can see it. When we saw this one, we thought it was just by mistake. But just today, like my man Pamoto said, I'm going to play it for you. Pamoto, I just hope you drop your lady into our, or how they call it, cash arm. But here is the video here for you.
About the election and peace. So thank you for coming. Distinguished Senator, the press.
He is brain frozen. That's what we call brain frozen. His brain cannot process anything. The man's battery is low. You see, whenever Joe battery get lower, because they think they can pump him with. Those Chinese terror, when they pump him away, when he come back, he can think that he okay. But over time, that thing will just start to deteriorate, start to go downhill. Like a plane going down. And then right there, he fucked up. So right now, he is fucked up right now. The battery gone. That one we can call the man is mum. He is mum. That's how we call it. When somebody is already fucked up, we can just say the man is mum. He is mum. You listen to the man, Robert Kwale introducing the man. He cannot say any more thing again. He are gone brain frozen. This is the kind of man, Liberian, you want to make president, my people? This is the kind of man. So he ran out his mom. The camera on him, and you know what the white man said? The deer was staring in the eyes of the lens of the car, or the lens of the car. That what happened to him. He became brain frozen, and he cannot say anything. Let's watch. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Welcome,
5,
Mr. Former Vice President.
6. He can't even talk. We are counted up to 6. He can't even talk. He doesn't know what to say. This is the kind of man you think gonna be president to go anywhere. The man got no muffler on. The muffler not fall down. The tire, everything bust. The car can't even move now. The car gone off. Before it was but now there's no more. The car is completely dead. The battery, and then when you put it in again, the car cannot move. The car now, it cannot move. And that in the winter, that in the dry season now, the main car cannot move. What? Let's go by again, folks. Let's go by again. Let's go. Robert Kwale, forget it. We'll come to you, Robert Kwale. Don't worry, Robert Kwale. We'll come to you later on, Robert Kwale. Don't worry. We'll come to you later on. Let's go to our papa again. We'll come to you later, Robert Kwale.
About the election and peace. So thank you for coming. Distinguished Senator, the press.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10 seconds, he can't even talk. After 10 seconds, he can't even talk. Let's go. Maybe we'll continue again. 11.
Welcome, Mr. Former
12,
Vice President.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. After almost 20 seconds, the guy cannot even say anything. You know, first in the first video when they get introducing If the more I didn't want to ransom my man, don't bring that girl again. That girl there, then Robert Pallet said, you know what? Myself, I will do it too. Because that girl, all that she was trying to embarrass that puppy. Robert Pallet now cannot to introduce the puppy here. All right, Robert Pallet, say you don't want that girl to do the introduction. Why don't you do the honor? Go ahead and do the honor. Let's watch it here.
Weah, about the election in peace. So thank you for coming. Distinguished Senator, the press.
Okay, thank you, Robert Pallet. Let's go, Joe Parker. The man gonna bring Frozen down. He gonna bring Frozen down. He mom. Who call that one? He mom. Right now he mom. He is mom. This guy is mom.
Welcome, Mr. Former Vice President.
Damn it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your trouble right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your trouble right there. Y'all hold on there, guy. Yeah. All right? That is your trouble right there. Y'all hold on there, but I just... That is your trouble right there. I was trying to change my screen here. Y'all hold on there, but I just... That is your trouble right there. That is your trouble right there. I was trying to change my screen here. Okay. That is your trouble right there. That is your trouble right there, folks. That's your trouble right there. That is your trouble right there. That is your trouble. I'm telling you right now. If you ever think that Joe Parker is going to be the red man, you're seeing your trouble over there. You're seeing your trouble right over there. That is what the man is trying to bring to Liberia, folks. Let me read some of the comment here. JMB think by bringing Warlord on his team will make him win any election. That's not going to make him win any election. Y'all see how embarrassing it is? Y'all see how embarrassing the puppet is? This is the man that want to lead a country of young generation. They say when the Christmas will be good, you will tell by the eve. This old man is a liability. I keep on telling you, Joseph Boyka is a liability. One of the biggest liabilities that Liberia ever inherited is not the debt that we once owed the world. The medical liability that Joseph Boyka is bringing on the Liberian people. God is trying to stop that in a trap. That's what happened to Joe Boyka here. This man is mentally incapacitated. He is physically unable to perform the job, and he is very incompetent. Joe Boyka past got no reference to support his future. I mean the present. Now Joe Boyka current status right now cannot validate that he can do anything for himself in the future. Look at this man again. You take a good look at Joe Boyka right now. Robert Pallet, you do the honor. Robert Pallet, you do the honor. Just keep that your thing in your pants there. The way your hand looking at that, don't just show that thing outside your Robert Pallet. Just keep it inside there. When you finish with that thing, then you can go on that side and go straight there. But in the meantime, just introduce Joe Boyka to it. Because the way you get that hand over there right now, Robert Pallet, I'm not too satisfied with you right now. Let me progress there. Just keep that hand over there, Robert Pallet. Yeah, only your mouth move. Don't put your hand in there because we got a video where you went, you took all that your thing over there. It was not correct, Robert Pallet. So just keep your hand in there and only talk, Robert Pallet, please. Let listen here.
About the election in peace. So thank you for coming. Distinguished Senator, the press.
Okay. Can you imagine this, folks? This is not a movie. This is reality. This is not a movie. This is reality, folks. This platform is the best. I will be the first to say it. We told you guys time and time that Joseph Boyka is a medical liability, that Joseph Boyka is unable to carry out any functional capacity. We told you guys that Joe Boyka got no experience. You looking at this man. When you watch the first video, We all thought it was by mistake. Now his own man, Robert Pare, had already shown to us what they've been doing to Joe Boca. This man is using wheelchair. Joe Boca is using wheelchair in his house. The car he riding in, there's a wheelchair in it. But they don't allow us to see it. This old man is completely disabled. He cannot do anything by himself. And that's what happened here. Let's take a little break on Joe Boca. Now let's try to deal with the criminal then. All right? Let's try to deal with some of the criminal. All right? There's a criminal I want us to deal with small here. All right? The criminal right here. This guy here. All right? The criminal, they call Stanton Witherspoon. Let's try to deal with him a little bit. All right? He went and said something about George Weah. The criminal, they call Stanton Witherspoon. Let's go and bring his paper. Let's go and bring him back here small. Let's go and bring that criminal back here a little bit. All right? Let's go and bring that criminal back here. Let me go find that criminal they call Stanton Witherspoon. The man's a criminal. It's a criminal. Yes. Let's go and bring that criminal here. Let's go and find that criminal. We are about to dig behind him a little bit here now. So the criminal here, all right, he's about to go to jail. He is about to go to jail. But this is a man who says he's about Joe Boca, right? So let's start from here first. Let's start from the video first. All right? Let's start from the video. Let's start from the video here so you can listen to that criminal. Let's start from the video here. All right. Let me see. Where's that video? Okay. Let's start from the video. Bear with me here, guys. Where's that criminal? Okay. He's right here. Let's start from the criminal here. For those of you that support that criminal, well, good luck with your life. Let's start with the criminal here first. We'll come out to you, Joe Boca. Don't worry. We'll come out to you, Joe Boca. Don't worry.
Listen to this other episode of Stanton embarrassing us again.
The hard clinical and coursework required to get licenses and jobs.
Another suspect that caught our eye is businessman Stanton Witherspoon, the CEO of a popular media company in Liberia. He was part owner of Siena College, where court documents reveal that he and his co-conspirators, quote, solicited and recruited people seeking nursing credentials and employment as an RN or LPN, and sent and caused others to send, via wire communications, information used to create false and fraudulent transcripts and diplomas from Siena College.
The chief motivator.
What happened? That's my question. That's my question I have today.
The guy been a crook for a long time. Stanton Witherspoon been a crook for a very long time. It started with the family tree. It started with a bad behavior. Aside from that, this is the man that is supporting Joe Boca. And you got Liberians in the country. Liberians in the country that is supporting this man. Apparently, they are doing so either because they are not educated, they don't research, or they are just doing it out of act of hatred for George Weah. But the bottom line there is they are just simplifying their illiteracy to understanding the value of society. And on the platform, we will continue and continue and continue to expose Stanton Witherspoon to the world. He is a criminal. All right? So let's get into a few specific details here. All right? Let's bring one more video here so you can take a look at that video. All right? Let's bring one more video. In fact, I think the video should be here. Yeah, this is a combo video here. Let's skip the cursing here. Let's get to the video, the other one, and see how far
We want to rear check. Bring a rear.
Let's see here.
And the feds tonight, they're charging people across the country, including 2 in South Jersey.
All of us feel this is egregious.
Strong words from the executive director of Delaware's Board of Nursing after learning of a massive scheme out of Florida to sell fake nursing degrees. And tonight, we've confirmed 26 nurses in Delaware had their licenses annulled in connection to the fake degrees.
These people who went to these Florida schools did not complete the curriculum, the education and the clinical training that is required of all nurses to be eligible to take their licensure exam and to be licensed as a nurse.
That's Stanton Witherspoon. That's what he tried to do. Let's listen more.
He says there are no reports of patients being harmed, but tonight 25 people across the country face charges for their involvement in the scheme that brought in more than $100 million, including Stanton Witherspoon and Alfred Sellew of Burlington County, New Jersey. He's home? Okay. Can we talk to him? We tracked down Witherspoon at his home in Burlington today, but family members said he couldn't talk.
Okay, this is the man that said, this is the criminal who in America cannot face an American investigative journalist. But you will find him out there trying to lie to the Liberian people about things that George Weah are doing. But this is where he and I will continue to be in it. A criminal in America will not believe in himself that those Liberians that are listening to him, he got them under his balls. It's not going to happen here. The man is a convict. He's a criminal. And the Liberian people need to understand that. For those of you who support that man, you are supporting a criminal. A man who tried to bypass the standard of how things should be done in this country. He has already been condemned because he's a criminal. You got a journalist standing right in his driveway and he cannot come outside. When last have you seen Stanton outside in the street? When he even leave his house to go down to the mailbox where you see the trash can is being pulled back to his house. The stolen money he got. The money he stole to buy that house. He can barely come to that place. He can barely come to that place. That's the man that people passing around here with. Let me give you more proof again about this criminal here. Let's come back here again so you can see the criminal. What he had done here. Those of you who support him. Those of you that support him. Let me show you guys something here quickly here. There you go. There you go right here. You see the whole highlighted thing here? The man is a criminal. How dare you guys sit down and listen to a criminal? How dare you guys sit down and listen to a criminal? This man that got a very bad record. Very, very bad record. How dare you sit down there and for him to come and put his mouth on a president who brought peace to our country. Like I told you guys. Let me just stop it because they got records so nasty that I don't even want to keep it on my screen here right now. Just stop the share. The man record is so nasty that I don't even want to keep it on my screen. But this is the man that will get up today and want to say this thing about George Weah.
This one. So this is what they did, right? The helicopter took him closer, very close to the muddy road. They found the spot they parked. The car brought him, and he's still right there.
One victory is setting. One round victory is setting. One round victory is setting. We are here moving in wild forest, receiving the message of President George Weah.
Yeah, they know that it was coming up now. They said, "Tell Rana to move from there." Because
you see, look, let me tell you, folks. There is nothing this guy should tell you for you to believe in. He's a criminal. The way he lied to people in this country. And today he got a case that is going to be finally determined on the 2nd of November. He is the one trying to tell you that the people landed the helicopter over there. What proof does he have? We are giving you proof about this guy. But what proof does he have? By him taking picture and putting it out there? And some of you guys want to believe it? This guy is a criminal. When people see your children around the guy, they will call you and find out, why are you allowing this guy that calls Stanton Witherspoon to want to say crap about President Weah? Why? Why?
he left the helicopter.
Why, folks? Why?
Cyril,
Why?
yo, save the earth for me to find it.
This guy is a criminal. This guy, the Constantin here, is a criminal. This guy you see right here with the bald head, he's going to jail. This is the man that you want to sit down and listen to say something about George Weah. The man is a criminal. He is a criminal. You are seeing the man record. I'm not making up stuff. In 2017, George Weah took that same walk. In 2017, George Weah took that same walk. He had a stake in him when he was walking on that same road. And to those of you who are Liberians that allow the criminal to lie to you, I hope my people here watching me today, you guys are about to see the lie that God can tell. We're going to expose him here today. You see that little knot on here? The people who are liars, they can grow that horn like this. You see that little ping pong coming here? He is about to grow that horn, but he will grow it somewhere in the jail. You are looking at a man who is a criminal. This guy and myself cannot sit down on any platform. He is a bad influence. He is not a good role model. And Liberians say that in the town here. Let's go to some of the lies that he has been telling here for a very short period of time, right? Let's go to some of the lies here. All right, let's do some exposure here now, right? All right. Don't forget to send your contribution, folks. Don't forget to send your contribution. We are not getting anything from the government here. But I will not sit here to allow any criminal or anyone to provide misinformation, not only about George Weah, but about our country. When somebody comes and say the road will not face or the president is making the road bad, they are essentially lying to you. So let's try to go down into some history here, all right? Let's try to go down into some history here. All right. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. We're not going to be that Joe Buckeye to be frozen here. No. All right. So let's move on here. I hope you guys are ready for this. All right. So I'm going to introduce you. Oh, my battery dying. Hold on, guys. What happened to my battery dying like this? Hold on. My battery want to die. Where is my plug? All right. Joe Buckeye, your wish will not get me to that. Let me tell you now, Joe Buckeye, you fucked up. You fucked up, Joe Buckeye. Your wish cannot get me today. That battle will be on today. You and your man Stanton, you're fucked up right now. All right. So, you guys are looking at my archive right now, folks. Yes, you guys are looking into my archive. I'm giving you guys free access to my archive. This is not going to happen again. If I don't get any contribution for you guys will not be able to get such information from me here. Let me tell you guys right now. All right? Let me tell you guys right now. If I don't get any information from you guys into my stuff, I will not be able to help you guys again. All right? So let me do something here quick here. You guys are looking into my archive right now. All right? And what we're going to do with the archive here, I am about to show you guys things that people are saying that are not true about Liberia. Yes. All right? And you're seeing it here? Okay. Let's get back there. Uh-oh, I don't want to move it. All right, so let's get back in here. Let me get into my photo here so you guys can see. All right? You guys can see the photo now, right? Can you guys see my photo here? I want to see the hands up. Can you guys see my photo? All right. You guys can see the photo, right? So that move the photo up and down. The photo is moving up and down. I want to see the photo moving up and down. Okay. Now the photo is moving, right? All right. Just to start a small thing here. Let's go to throwback. Throwback here. All right? I'm going to light the thing up for you guys to see one by one. The picture is going to get big. You guys should be able to see the picture bigger than that, right? You see the picture now, it's going to get big. All right? It's going to take a while before you see it. It's going to get big. Let's see whether we get big. All right. Okay. So for each picture here, what I want you guys to look at here, I want you guys to take a good look here. All right. I want you guys to take a good look. All right. Let's go down and stroll down to some of the images here. Right. Let's go down here, and I want you to really draw. You see the picture right here? The one what I'm going to highlight right here? This one right here. You see me highlighting it? It said the building of the Gibraltar Trucker Bridge that was in 1974. All right? So keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on that. All right? Let's go down. What are we looking for here? We are looking for roads. You see the picture right here? The one right here. I just highlighted that one. You see that road there? What do you see there? Look right here. What does it say here? Ganta Road in 1970 to 1980. That was the Ganta Road. You see the road there? That is the Ganta Road. You see how many people on the side there? All right. Let me see what I can blow this thing up for you guys there. Let me go back. Let me get out of this screen here. All right. Let me get out of the screen and see what I can go back to my original screen and be able to do something so that you guys can see it here. All right. So what I want to do here now is I want to blow the screen up to make it bigger so that you guys can see it, because right now we are broadcasting in a very small window here. All right. So let me see if I can blow it up for you guys here. You guys should be able to see the screen now. All right. So let's go back. Let's go back to my present mode here. Let me go back to my screen here so that I can show you guys here. All right. I wanted to cut this thing into my PowerPoint, but I said no. I really want you guys to see what I am seeing here. So as you can see here, all right, let's go back here. Let's go back. Let me see where I need to be. Let's go back to my screen here. All right. I'm in my screen right now. So let me get out of here. I want to get out of my screen here. All right. So let me just minimize my screen. Good. Now I'm going to come back to my screen here so that you guys can see me here. All right. So now I'm in my screen. Now if you take a look at the picture here, the 1970 picture here, I want you to take a good look at it here. I want you to take a good look at the screen right here. And let me see where I can blow it up for you guys here. I want to blow it up for you guys and make it very big. Let me see where I can select a larger image here. It's not going to allow me to select a larger image, but I think that you guys can see the image here. All right. So let me see. Do I have the magnifier here? Let me see here. Okay, let's look at the view here. All right. I wonder if you guys will be able to see the view large. Let's see here. I just make the view large. You guys should be able to see it. Okay, there you go. All right. So I'm sure you can see the view now, right, guys? Can you guys see the picture there now, guys? I want you guys to respond to me here. All right. All right, so I can see the view here. I can see the view here. If you lay your phone horizontally, so let's go down the horn here, right? All right. So let's go down the horn. So we mentioned about the Gibraltar Trucker Bridge. This is when the bridge was built. Now let's come down here. Let's keep going down. All right. This image right here, the one that you see me highlighted right here. This is a truck, a very large truck. All right, let me see where I can get a very extra large image here. Yeah, we're already into extra large image. So this image right here is what? This is nothing but a car that was stuck here in 1970 on Ganta Highway. It was between 1980 to 1970. What am I trying to show you this? That was a very bad road that had already been in existence. Let's come down the horn here. Let's come down the horn here so you can see some bad roads. All right. By the way, those of you that don't know telecommunication back in the days, this is telecommunication right here. Let me just click on it here. See right here where I'm moving the mouse? That was the old fashion of the telecommunication right there. All right. Back in the days. That building's still there. All right. Let's go down the horn here. All right. Now, let's go back to the next portion of this thing here. All right, let's come back to, let's stay in the other screen here. Let's stay right here. And let's come down here. Let's come and look for another row here again that I can show you guys quickly here. All right, because we are pressed with time. We are pressed with time. You see the row right here? Look at the one right here. All right, I'm going to highlight it. You see the blue there? Check, you see that blue mark? And then you see the other one here. Take a look at this. Is a Greenville Sound Road in 1979. All right, this is Habel Road here during the reading season. Now, let me try to blow this thing off for you guys. The reason I'm showing these images to you guys, there are people out there that are saying that the road has been bad because Joe Weah has not done anything. That is a blatant lie. So, let us look at the road here again, all right? Let's look at the road here. Let's come down here. By the way, the St. John River, you see right here? That when St. John River was being built, 1966. That's St. John River that crossing to go to Buchanan. And here's the other image right here, 1966. Buchanan Port. This is the Buchanan Port here when it was being built. All right? But we'll talk about that one another time. Let us come down here. Let us come down here to that road I was telling you guys about. All right? So let's come down to the road here. All right. So as you can see here, I could have taken these images and put it into a spreadsheet. I mean, into a PowerPoint presentation. But I just want to make sure that you guys see exactly where the images are coming from. This is Greenville Sound Road here, 1979. Habel Road right here. You see the guy pushing the car here? Habel Road. All right, during the rainy season. I believe that was also in the 70s. All right. Where is the other one that I want to show you guys here again? There's one more here. You see the other road here? Look right here. See the one right here? This is Conflict. Conflict and Aricus right here, 1972. All the roads were bad at that time. All the roads were very, very bad. All right? Were very, very bad. Well, just to add front to it, you see the woman right here and the guy with the Johnny Tia boy here? Well, you be the one to tell yourself who are the guy here. That's not me. That's not me. Right above that image here, this is Buchanan 1965. Buchanan 1965. So what am I showing you guys this picture? I just want you guys to understand that Liberia has been a country that has been struggling for a very long period of time. This is the University of Liberia here, when it was being built, right here. This is the University of Liberia right here. Yes, right here. All right, so let's move down the hall here. There's another thing I want to show you guys here. This is the Ministry of Education here, 1978. All right, this is the Ministry of Education in 1978. All right, let's move down the hall here. Let's move down the hall. This is the RTC Bank right here. All right, the RTC Bank, way back. Let's move down the hall here. All right, this is Waterside here. This is the Renault bus that some of us used to wear. I mean, we used to ride the Renault bus. Some of you guys, LB guys, they know nothing about the bus here. When you order there, you're fucked up. You're missing a lot of things. All right, so, okay, we already saw the telecommunication. You remember the game here? When my man Joe, we are now know the game here. Back in the day, the man to pour it in and down, they go to play the kind of game here. This is Red Cinema here, 17th Street, back in the days, right here. All right? Guys, you will not see the images there again. Here's another road here again. Road between Campley and Aricus. The same car that was pushing. The same car, we saw that car up there, we saw the face of it. This is the back of it here. All right? The same image right here, where you see the guy in the rear here trying to push that car. We saw that all the way up here. Let's go back up here so you can see the car when it was coming into the mud. We did see that, right? We did see that car coming into the mud. Let me see. Was it on the other side here? Now, look at the other car before we look for that image here. Here's another car here. Peugeot 504. Peugeot 404. How many of you guys remember Peugeot 404? This again was in Sano area here, Greenville. All right? The Great Abidjali Supermarket is right here. Right here. This is the American Cooperative School here. All right, folks? All right, folks. I think so far I will stop it right here for now. We'll stop the share right here for now. But you guys have seen what we are talking about when it comes to bad road in Liberia. For this platform, for this page, we'll stop the share right here. All right? So let's stop it here and let's go back to our original broadcast. All right? So that's the road there, folks. Those are the things that the people don't understand. Now, let's go to another detail. Let's come back from the 70s, all right? Let us come back from the 70s, all right? let us come back from the 70 now, all right, and come to the reality here. So let's share our screen here right now. Let us go to Ellen Johnson said it then day. All right? You ready for it? All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it, folks. So, this is another archive here that will bring it to you guys here right now. All right? This was August. See right here? August 2008. August 2008. Who was president at that time? Joe Boca was vice president, and what? Ellen Johnson said he was president. What it says here, in southeastern Liberia, bad road condition, hamper free movement, good services. When was it reported? August 17, 2008. What do you see here? Who are reported by? By J. Chodo Brooks in the southeastern part of the country. There you go. There go the road there, folks. There go the road. You see the road there, right? There you go. There go the road. All right? There go the road down there, folks. Let me try to get out of the screen here a little bit here. Let's get out of the screen here. All right. Let me try to backtrack out of the screen here and try to. All right. So let's stop the share here and come back to our regular broadcast here. And let's go back in again. Let's go back in again. All right? Let's go back in. Let's share the screen again for you guys. All right? Let us share the screen again for you guys. Let us share the screen for you guys here. Okay. Let me go back again and share the screen. I just want to prove to you guys that when you guys are lying to you, you gotta be very, very careful how you listen to these guys. So this is the bad road here, 1978. As you can see here, look on your left hand side down here. They got front page Africa, but now they call them front page Africa Online, Global News, Running Africa, and the Liberian Times. These guys archive all these things in here. You see the archive here from 2008 to 2009. This is where you come to get real information. So this is the southeastern road here in the month of August. August is rainy season, right? So these guys were traveling on the road here, and they could not get their way through. Here's another one here again. All right? Another scene, bad road condition in the southeastern here. And all of this was happening where? In 2008. So when these guys talk about George Weah ain't doing nothing, ask them what did Joe Boca and these people did. Here's another scene here again. Traveler, NGOs, they are all stuck here. What year was this? 2000. This is River G, Maryland here. Again, it was 2000. Let's just read what they got down here. Let's read what they got down here. Some of the stranded traveler. So let's read the thing. I'm going to highlight this thing for you guys right here. All right. So let's read this here. Some of the stranded traveler who spoke to GNN on the Maryland/River G highway expressed frustration over the situation like this lady. It seems to be the government of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Joe Boca, I would either wonder, has forgotten about us in the part of this country. Let's stop the share there, folks. Let's stop the share there. I'm tired now. This is the only platform you will come on to get true information. The other people are lying to you. I want to stop here tonight and say thank you to every one of you guys for giving us the opportunity. We don't come here with empty mouth. We come here with proof. We come here with proof. And we are giving you guys a proof. There's nothing else. For me, I know that Weah is the best man for that country. And the only thing I will continue to do is to criticize Weah continuously. Joe Boca is not in any shape and form to be president of that country. He's not fit for anything. So I'd like to say thank you to you guys. And thank you for everything you guys continue to do. Please don't forget to send us your little contribution. We take our time to give you guys all this information to equip yourself. That's all we do. All right? We take our time to give you guys all this information so that you can be able to empower yourself with knowledge. All right. Let me read few guys stuff here online here. So my brother had just written something here, man Jennings' son. All right. That video was very, very damaging to Joe Boycott. And you know, yeah, that video really exposing. Yeah, it really exposing. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate you guys a lot. Please share the video. We released a lot of information here. Stanton Witherspoon is nobody. It's a criminal. I don't know why people decide to listen to him, but that's their choice. But like they say, all birds of the same color fly together. Tomorrow we'll be back here to focus more on George Weah. But at least you guys now understand that the issue of bad roads in the country is not George Weah. George Weah is only trying to solve some of the problems. It has been in existence for a long time, and you just saw it here. So we'll take a screenshot of that thing, of that road, with a comment, and we'll start posting it. And you guys need to start sharing it. And say, between Boca and Ellington, this is how the road used to be. When you spread the good news, you will start to see people's mind will start to change. And their attitude will start to get adjusted to the truth. And that's what we are all about on the platform. So thank you guys so much. God bless you guys. J. Randy is out of here. I'm so tired now. Very, very tired. I gotta go, man. Tired. Bye, guys.